What happens when you go silent? When you stop chasing, stop texting, and leave her wondering? The truth is, silence is more powerful than words. And what unfolds next will tell you more about her true feelings than any conversation ever could. Let's begin. Section 1. She starts questioning herself. When you suddenly go quiet, it doesn't just change how she sees you. It changes how she sees herself. Most women, whether they admit it or not, draw a certain comfort from knowing they have your attention. A text, a call, a message that says, "I'm still here." Over time, that attention becomes part of her identity. It reassures her. It feeds her ego. It gives her a sense of power, knowing that whenever she wanted, she could pull you back in. But when you go silent, you take all of that away. And in that silence, a space opens, a space where doubt begins to grow. At first, it's just a whisper in her mind. Why hasn't he texted? Did I misread him? Is he over me? But as the days pass, the whispers turn into questions she can't ignore. And here's the truth most men never realize. When you stop chasing, you force her to confront herself, not you. Herself. Suddenly, she has to examine her own actions, her own value, and her own behavior in the relationship. Was I too cold? Did I take him for granted? Did I lose someone who actually mattered? Most men, they never give her the space. They never allow her to sit with those questions. They're too afraid of losing her, too afraid of the silence, too desperate to fill the void with more attention. But the man who understands this knows that silence is a mirror. And in that mirror, she will see her own reflection more clearly than ever before. And what she sees may not be what she expected. Section 2. She panics and reaches out. When your silence hits, it doesn't just leave a gap in her day. It shakes her entire sense of stability. Imagine this. She's used to waking up to your messages, knowing you're there, available, present. That predictability is a quiet comfort, even if she won't admit it. But then suddenly, nothing. No message in the morning. No good night text. No check-ins throughout the day. Her mind races. Did something happen to him? Did I push him too far? Is he done with me? That fear hits hard, like a cold wave she can't shake. For many women, knowing where they stand is key to feeling safe. Your silence removes that certainty. And when certainty disappears, panic rushes in. She might send a casual message. Maybe it's a simple, "Hey, everything okay?" Or, "I miss hearing from you." But beneath those words lies something more fragile. A need to feel connected, to know if the bond still exists. This isn't weakness, it's human nature. Yet here's where most men fall into a trap. They respond instantly, pouring explanations or apologies into their messages, desperate to calm her fears. But by rushing in, they show that her panic still holds power over them. The real strength? Staying silent, holding your ground. Let her sit with the uncertainty. Let her feel the weight of the missing connection. Because it's in that tension, that waiting, that the truth reveals itself. Her panic, her reach out, becomes a mirror, reflecting how much she values what you brought into her life. Your silence speaks volumes. Section 3. She pretends she doesn't care. Not every reaction to your silence will be obvious. Sometimes she hides behind a carefully crafted mask, the mask of indifference. She tells herself and everyone around her that your absence doesn't faze her at all. Maybe she stops replying to your messages entirely. Maybe she floods her social media with carefree photos, laughing with friends, living her best life, all designed to make sure you see it. But here's the truth. Few realize people who truly don't care don't waste energy pretending. The louder she proclaims she's unaffected, the more that facade screams that she's actually shaken deep inside. Her act isn't about you. It's about protecting her pride, protecting herself from vulnerability, from admitting that your silence stings more than she wants to admit. This is a defense mechanism, a shield she raises when she feels the ground shifting beneath her feet. But many men make the fatal mistake of interpreting this coldness as rejection. They panic, chasing harder, desperate to break through the wall she's built. That's the worst move you can make, because every time you chase, you're handing her the power to control the game. The true strength is in standing firm. Allow her facade to crack slowly, not because you force it, but because you refuse to give in. Over time, the mask slips, the cracks appear, and beneath the act, her real feelings start to show. Section 4. She stalks you online. When you go quiet in real life, she doesn't simply sit back and wait. Instead, social media becomes her secret window into your world. A silent way to keep tabs without having to break the silence. Picture this. Late at night, she's scrolling through your feed. She studies every post like a detective searching for clues. A photo of you at a bar with friends. A story from a weekend trip. A comment you left on someone else's post. Every detail matters. Is there someone new? Is your life moving on without her? Does she still hold any place in it? This isn't just idle curiosity. It's a desperate attempt to fill the void your silence left behind. But here's the catch most men don't realize. Trying to feed this curiosity by oversharing or showing off only strengthens her hold on you. It's like handing her pieces of a puzzle she desperately wants to solve, on her terms. The real power lies in keeping your digital presence like a locked door, balanced and mysterious. Don't reveal everything. Don't give her the full picture. Let her watch from the shadows, wondering what she's missing. Because mystery is magnetic. And when she can't fully grasp your life without her, she stays hooked, thinking about you more than you realize. Your silence online is just as potent as the silence in your messages. It's a quiet declaration. You're not desperate for her attention, and you control the story now. Section 5. She sends mixed signals. When you go quiet, her behavior might feel like a roller coaster. Up one moment, down the next. Imagine this. One day, she sends a casual text or likes your post, making your heart race with hope. The next, she vanishes like she never cared, leaving you confused and second-guessing everything. This isn't random. It's a deliberate test. She's watching to see if you're still chasing, still hooked on her every move. Mixed signals are like a shadow dance, keeping you guessing, keeping you uncertain. Think of it like a game of chess. She moves forward with warmth, and you move in with eagerness. She pulls back with coldness, and you scramble to keep up. This back and forth keeps you locked in place, emotionally tethered to her unpredictability. But here's the secret: the player who stays calm, who refuses to be baited by the shifting moves, wins the game. When she's warm, stay steady. Don't let excitement cloud your judgment. When she's cold, don't panic. Hold your ground. If she truly cares, she'll show it clearly and consistently. If not, the mixed signals are just smoke and mirrors, distractions that drain your energy and blur your focus. Section 6. She tries to make you jealous. When you go quiet, she might suddenly start showcasing her life like it's a stage, posting photos with other guys, sharing stories from parties, or broadcasting moments of laughter and freedom. It's easy to mistake this for moving on, but it's often a strategic performance. Think of it like a chess player making a bold move to unsettle the opponent. Not because they're confident they've won, but because they want to test your reaction. She's watching closely, waiting to see if you'll take the bait. Will you get angry, hurt, or will you respond with calm indifference? This isn't about genuine connection anymore. It's about control. By trying to provoke jealousy, she's looking for proof that you still care, that you're still emotionally invested. But every time you react, whether by confronting her or showing your own social life, you're handing her more power in this silent battle. True strength lies in restraint, in holding your ground, in showing that your worth isn't tethered to her validation. Because a man who stands firm, indifferent to her games, is a man who commands real respect. And that respect, it's far more powerful than any fleeting reaction. Section 7. She starts to respect you more. When you stop chasing her, when you hold your silence and focus on yourself, an unexpected shift takes place. Her respect for you grows quietly but powerfully. Think of respect like a fire. You don't ignite it with loud words or frantic gestures. You build it slowly, carefully, through steady, confident actions. By choosing not to chase her, you're kindling that fire, showing strength, self-worth, and boundaries that can't be easily shaken. Imagine a man who's like a mountain, standing tall during a storm, unmoved, calm, and resolute. That man doesn't need to shout to be noticed. His presence alone commands attention and admiration. She begins to see you in this new light, not as someone desperate for approval, but as someone secure and in control. She realizes you're not easily swayed or manipulated, and this realization changes everything. Your silence becomes a testament to your character, a quiet signal that you are a man who values himself above fleeting validation. Respect isn't handed out. It's earned through moments like these, where actions speak louder than words. And when she sees this strength in you, she can't help but respect you more deeply than ever before. You might think silence means losing control, but the truth is, it's the moment you reclaim it. When you stop chasing, you stop begging for attention. You create space for the real feelings to surface. And in that silence, everything changes. What she does next will tell you everything you need to know. So what will happen when you go quiet? If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to our channel for more Stoic wisdom. See you in the next video.